200. Low 53. Temperature now standing at 63 degrees. Pressure's on the rise. That is a good signal. A rising barometer now, meaning fair weather moving in. Humidity is dry at 27%. We have a gusty wind. High temperature today officially at the airport 70. Low was 54. The normal high is 70 degrees. All is clear. The front is off the coast. The winds are blowing now out of the fair weather direction north and west, and they are busy ushering in that cool air. Temperatures now in the 60s in and around the greater Philadelphia region, about 49 degrees already down to in the Poconos. Doppler radar, let's watch it. Earlier today around noontime, there's a severe cells moving through Doylestown and just north of Philadelphia, moved into Bristol, and that line that continued to form down through Jersey, and Marlton picked up a severe cell, and we pull back and wipe it off right there out to sea. It's all gone now as that cold front continues to just chug off the Atlantic coastline. All right, Earthwatch was watching it all afternoon. There it is, the line developing earlier today, showers and thunderstorms, and then it just moved rapidly eastbound, and now it continues to move out to sea, and we have high pressure building in, and that is the good guy. High pressure in control for tonight and tomorrow, unseasonably chilly. Sunshine tomorrow, though, 62 degrees, a nice day, and then, yeah, that leaves the bad day, comes back in. We can't get a few days of nice weather here around here. Showers and thunder showers on Thursday, and then we get another bad day on Friday, and that one could be a severe day. The possibility of severe thunderstorms late in the day on Friday. We'll have more on that at 11 tonight, and then unseasonably cool for the first half of the weekend. Tonight, clearing, windy, and chilly, 43 in the city, 38 north and west. Tomorrow, golden sunshine, breezy, and a cool day, 62. Here comes the rain again on the 5-day. Picking it up on Thursday and Friday. Again, Friday looks to be the real active day with the chance of severe weather. Saturday, unseasonably cool, 63, maybe a sprinkle. Mom's Day, improving weather, 66 degrees. And I can tell you this, Renee and Ken, next week looks to be very, very nice with temperatures in the 70s, maybe approaching the 80-degree mark. So hang in there.
All right. Thanks a lot, John. That's good news.
Unsettled day, rain and thunderstorms, 66. And right now, look at that weekend. You gotta love it. Lots of sun, 63 on Saturday, and up to 66 degrees on Sunday. That's your forecast for now. Have a great evening. Larry?
Thank you, Dave. Coming up tonight on News.
In with their chaperones at the Mercer County Airport this morning. They left for Orlando, Florida. The kids spent the day having fun with Mickey and the gang. It all came courtesy of the Sunshine Foundation, which is dedicated to fulfilling the dreams of sick children. Dave Roberts with the AccuWeather forecast.
It was a little past noontime today when that system came rumbling through here, depending on your location. It's exactly what it did. Sky 6, a little time-lapse photography. Look at these clouds ripping on through. The storm moves right in and everything goes to dark. How did it look on the satellite picture? Well, we'll take a look at the satellite picture. You can see satellite 6. You show that cloud deck just zipping on through here. It was quick moving. Fortunate for us, it did cause quite a bit of damage, though, in some sections, but it did move out of here quickly. Action radar shows the system well off the Atlantic now, broken apart. One little cell there. And then back to the west, there's another line of some light stuff. We do not expect any of that to hold up as it tries to make its move west to east. Just not going to get across the mountains. That was the sequence. Frontal system is through. Still kind of windy out there. The winds will subside a little bit after the sun sets. The sun setting at 8 o'clock this evening, but strong gusty winds up to that point. And then high pressure system here, just waiting in the wings. Helped to push everything out today. Move into the area. A nice day today. Tomorrow, I should say, as that system comes in, but the windy conditions stay with us. Got to go way to the west to watch another system. Storm center out here slowly building. We expect that to move in the midsection of the country and then affect us. Well, you'll see it in the 5-day when we get over there, and that's coming in our direction. Call from AccuWeather is we have windy clearing. It's in the process right now. 49 degrees in the Poconos, 57 in Allentown, 59 in Reading. Let's go down the shore. Here we go. 59, 58 Atlantic City to Cape May, Wilmington, 64. 54 degrees. That was our low just before the storm hit. Our high, 70 degrees, came at 12:52 officially. And then temperatures dropped. The storm moved in. But take a look now at Chopper 6 in the gyrocam. The sun will set at 8 o'clock this evening. That beautiful scene. We're just about getting all the clouds out of here, clearing nicely. Take a look at the numbers. Present temperature rating is 65 degrees. Relative humidity 35, make that 34%. The parameter 2981 is on the rise. Winds out of the west-northwest 20 miles an hour, gust to 28. Chopper sounds good. I think it might need a little tune-up, though. The ocean water temperature is 53 degrees. In the northeast, 63, 66 outside the station, 66 for Center City, 65 is the number for the airport in Camden. The exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast, brisk and chilly overnight, 42 degrees, 64 for the high tomorrow. Sunny and windy winds, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Clouds with some sun on Thursday, 68 degrees. That other frontal system coming in from the northwest produces some showers, maybe another thunderstorm, maybe a repeat of the pattern, 70 degrees, 64, 66 degrees as we go right through Sunday. Skies continue to clear, brisk and chilly tonight, but a nice day come tomorrow, Jim.
Thank you, David. Another group of
WeatherScope.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here at the Weather Channel. The storm in the northeast is moving out. Great news, right? But severe weather is now threatening parts of the plains. Hello, I'm Kim Perez. Now for the latest on the storm, let's join Bill Keneally in our forecast center. Bill?
That is right, Kimberly. Things have improved vastly now on the eastern seaboard. Earlier, quite the contrary. We had winds in excess of 70 miles per hour in Philadelphia and the suburb of Marlton, New Jersey. We also had hail the size of golf balls in Hinsdale, Massachusetts, and actually a truck got blown over on the George Washington Bridge, and a possible tornado around Jersey City, New Jersey. Haven't had a confirmation on that as of yet. Let's show you what's happening now in the west. That's where the problems are. We have tornado watches up in parts of Kansas down through New Mexico, and likewise in the parts of western areas of Texas and eastern New Mexico. Here's our setup. We continue to have very juicy air. That's a warm front, southeast winds behind it, pumping up that juicy Gulf of Mexico origin air, and it's kind of butting up against some southwesterly flow. So we're starting to see some difference in air masses developing now in eastern New Mexico. Joining me now is our severe weather specialist, Fred Osby. And again, Fred, we had a rough day earlier in the northeast. Things have wound down pretty much on target with the arrival of cooler, drier Canadian air.
That system is moving away, and here we are faced with another one developing over the southern plains and the high plains out that way. So it seems like every day there's something going on that keeps us very busy.
Now this one looks like it's in the early stages. It's going to be a slow evolution, I think, so not only now, but through tonight and probably through much of the daytime on Wednesday we'll have some problems.
Yeah, I think this system that we're seeing now is going to go all night long, and probably not moving very fast in some of those parts of Texas and Oklahoma. So we could see quite a bit of not only large hail and the possibility of tornadoes, but I think there's also possibly some very heavy rain and perhaps even flash flooding later on tonight or overnight.
Right, it'll be persistent, that's for sure. Let's check out the satellite picture now. Fred, we talked about some of these southeast winds. You can kind of see this low-level cloud cover here being driven up into the hill country out there north of San Antonio. And all the while, there's a prevailing westerly flow here in New Mexico. So again, the air mass is obviously there's some convergence of wind at the surface.
Yeah, we have that combination of that southeasterly flow, and also that aids and abets that too is the natural, the higher terrain. So we're seeing that upgliding motion in addition to the strong upper winds from the west. So all of those things are bringing about convergence and shear and all the kinds of things that are favorable for severe weather.
And as we can see in the radar, things are not going terribly, but there are some warnings out there. Let's pass these along. Western and central Eddy County, New Mexico, including Carlsbad, has a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:10. And also, they reissued the warning for northeastern Baca and southeastern Prowers County in Colorado. That warning now goes till 5:15 Mountain Daylight Time. So again, Fred, this is where Baca and Prowers County are. That cell appears to be heading to the east.
And this is the area too, Bill, where things are still heating up. It's 6:30 in the east, but out you get out into New Mexico, it's only 4:30 in the afternoon, and so we're seeing temperatures of 90 degrees out through there. So we got that element too, the surface heating that's also contributing.
And again, some hail. Looks like a very likely hail maker here, that cell in Baca County and Prowers County. And as you said, we may see some training effect or repeating cells over the same area tonight.
Yeah, because what we've noticed, these have not been moving eastward very rapidly at all.
Let's check out what's happening now across New Mexico. We'll get another vantage point on this area to my south. If I can get some response out of my clicker here. Maybe, there we go. Okay. And just to reiterate, this is Eddy County, by the way, Carlsbad. You might have heard of the Carlsbad Caverns. That's the area we're talking about. That is a severe thunderstorm cell. And Fred, it looks like the areas west of Clayton and Tucumcari had better watch out too.
Yeah, those are all areas I think that are ripe for severe thunderstorm development this evening.
Okay, Fred Ostby, thank you very much. Fred, again, is our severe weather expert here at the Weather Channel, and we're very happy to have him here. It's going to be an active night, folks. A lot more going on, even a look towards the Mother's Day weekend. Let's turn it back to Kim Perez for that.
Thanks, Bill. In contrast to the rainy conditions earlier in the Northeast, the Southwest will feel sunshine and warm temperatures again this afternoon. Meanwhile, the Pacific Northwest gets another round of rain. And unfortunately, looks like the Northwest, it may see another round of rain, but that should be ending here, we think, shortly. Let's take a look, see if we can... Well, I'm trying to get something up here, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Let's see if we can advance this. All right, well, Wednesday morning, let's start there. Sometimes these clickers have a mind of their own. Let's start with Wednesday morning, and high pressure coming into the southeast. Should start to clear skies out here. Some high clouds right now, but it'll be clear tonight, and that's going to help with the frost for the Ohio Valley tonight. There's frost and freeze advisories for southern Michigan and for Ohio. Meanwhile, to the northeast, severe weather has subsided. It's pretty much finished. These storms will be well off the coast, maybe some snow lingering in behind this. Meanwhile, we focus our attention here in the plains. Severe weather should be tonight, going on tonight into tomorrow morning. By the midday hours, we think along the front, some severe weather breaking out possibly here. Meanwhile, showers extending all the way up into Minnesota, maybe around Minneapolis by the afternoon hours, into Chicagoland definitely by the afternoon. So make sure you take the umbrella along with you if you head out tomorrow, especially to work or to school. Meanwhile, here, maybe around Dallas, seeing some thunderstorms in the afternoon and maybe even a half-inch to an inch rainfall there. Snow, we still have some in New England to talk about in the Cascades. Meanwhile, temperatures cooling off behind the front in the 30s for New York City and Boston. Ahead of the front, we're going to see temperatures increase, maybe even increase overnight, 60s and 50s all the way into the northern plains. 70s and 80s, the highs for the plains for Wednesday, looking pretty good. Meanwhile, in the northeast, we're going to have somewhat of a cool down there, and it's very possible that we may have some rain moving into the Ohio Valley, let's say maybe by the midweek or so. We'll talk about that in a minute. Meanwhile, though, rain showers roll into the southern plains, some of them severe. For commuting conditions, stay with us for the outlook. Up next, travel-wise, after your local forecast.
When I buy bite into a York peppermint patty.
Besides the rest of us two being real big during a game, it's amazing what a little spinach will do.
Devils at the Rangers tonight. Watch Jeff Bukaboom there. Boom! But New York would get revenge. First period, the 3-on-2. Wayne Gretzky on the rebound from Luke Robitaille. And it's 1-0 Rangers. Then in the second period, the Devils are cooked. Issa Tikkanen from Gretzky. New York wins it 3-2 to lead the series 2-1. To baseball, the Phillies in Houston tonight, where they were trying to avoid a fourth straight loss. Kurt Schilling trying to play the stopper tonight. Gets Craig Biggio here. Schilling struck out 7 in 8 innings of work. Offensively, the Phils got all they needed in the third. Mike Lieberthal singled home a pair, and the Phils went on to a 5-1 win. One day after the Sixers added several million to Larry Brown's bank account, the Celtics handed the entire bank to Kentucky coach Rick Pitino. Pitino will collect a whopping $70 million over 10 years after rising to the top of the heap in 8 years at Kentucky. Pitino says he's ready for another challenge.
This just crystallized in the last week. I thought about it very serious and came to the understanding that I couldn't and shouldn't turn down this opportunity because it's the same one I had 8 years ago.
I wouldn't turn it down either. Phil Jackson and the Bulls went down to the wire against Atlanta in their second-round series opener tonight, where Scottie Pippen delivered the game winner. He had 29, Jordan had 34, and the Bulls win it 100-97. Finally tonight, the NHL's Hartford Whalers are heading south. Team officials have announced they're moving to Raleigh, North Carolina, where they'll be now known as the Hurricanes. Of course, they also changed their logo. And we had a suggestion. Take a look. Actually, this was suggested by Glenn Hurricane Swartz. And I don't know about you, but I think this is going to catch on. What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
I don't either.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay.
News 10 continues after this.
Tomorrow on News 10 at 5, your kids. You want to give them quality time, but you're just too busy. Build a better bond with your child in spite of your busy schedule. News 10's John Blunt shows you how. Healthy kids. Tomorrow on News 10 at 5.
The Tonight Show with Jay Leno in Philadelphia. Thursday from Germantown to South Philly. See Jay do the town. Watch and see if you'll be on TV. The Tonight Show in Philadelphia. Thursday after ER and News 10 at 11. Only on NBC 10.
From the day our children enter school to their graduation as young adults, New Jersey's public school teachers work hard, teaching them the value of hard work, thinking for themselves, and the skills needed for a successful future. That's why 92% of our seniors passed the new rigorous test required for graduation, and 80% of our high school graduates plan to continue their education more than ever before. New Jersey's public schools, working, improving, achieving.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Left turn ahead. Destination.
You're gonna find a surprise to light up your eyes with a smile that makes your day. And you know that the price is always nice, 'cause that's the Walmart way. Walmart, there's a smile on every aisle.
Personally, I always like something gold for Mother's Day. Or silver.
Walmart, there's a smile on every aisle.
We're Dow cleaning scientists. We're also moms. Erin's an expert on soap scum, and I analyze mildew.
Does any bathroom have only one of these?
Not mine. We had a personal stake in joining forces. That's how we created Dow Soap Scum Plus Mildew Stain Remover. We took our famous scrubbing bubbles and we armed them with bleach. It's the only cleaner that does both jobs with scrubbing bubbles.
It's Dow Soap Scum Plus Mildew Stain Remover.
And also look for new Dow Fantastic with bleach.
Finally tonight, is it a rare wonder or a freak of nature?
Well, wait till you hear this fish story. You're now looking at a newborn two-headed guppy. News 10 tonight in West Philadelphia, where fish owner Shirley Boggs is amazed just like everybody else. She said the pregnant guppy she bought at the fish store last month delivered 23 other babies, but none as special as this one. Or is it two? Well, it's good that the word fish is singular and plural at the same time.
That is News 10 at 11. For John and Vi and all of us here at News 10, thanks for watching. For the latest news, traffic, and weather, tune in to News 10 today at 5:30 tomorrow morning. I'm Renee Chanel.
And I'm Ken Matz. You have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.